In 11 days on Saturday, December 3rd, you'll be able to hop into Fortnite to experience the Chapter 3 finale live event called Fracture, which is an otherworldly and unexpected social event where whether you're squatting it up with tons of friends, or you're riding it solo and going into the adventure alone, the fate of the island will be in yours and every other Fortnite player's hands. So in today's YouTube video, I'll be giving you the rundown on everything you need to know so that you don't fall to pieces. Now to start us off, let's talk about what Fracture even is. Fracture is a one-time only in-game live event starting Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Fracture playlist will be opening up 30 minutes prior to the live event starting, so at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, you'll be able to load into the LTM and, get hyped and prepared for the live event, and, it's going to be a very fun live event. It's going to be one that, in my opinion, is going to be super interactive based on all the leaks and everything out there, and while I'm not going to talk about the spoilers and everything in this YouTube video, I think it's going to be a, I think the best way of saying it, right, is just going to be that this event is going to be a very, very good one, especially since it's leading us to a brand new chapter. I think it's going to be something that we're going to be super hyped about, and with the whole entire theme being around Fracture, the whole entire chrome coming over all the island and everything like that, I think it's going to be a very interesting experience overall. Now, something I will mention about this live event is the following little bit of information that they shared in their blog post. With previous live events, every time you would ready up and prepare for them or whatever else going on, you would kind of just have to be there half an hour early, right? Because if the event's already started, there was going to be server issues and the likelihood of you being able to join the event or anything like that is basically impossible. It's like, hey, you joined a little bit late, so you're just kind of stuck here, right? You're unable to do anything, you just gotta watch someone else's stream or whatever. But this time around, it's a little bit different because Epic Games is telling us and saying that if you're unable to make it right when the event starts, you'll be able to join the event while it's in progress all the way up to 4:40 p.m. Eastern Time, meaning 40 minutes after the live event's supposed to start, you're going to be able to still join the live event and participate in it and play it. Now, you might lose a little bit of context here and there because of the fact that you're joining an in-progress live event, but it is still something very unique to see Epic Games doing, where they're saying, hey, 40 minutes after the event's already started, you're still able to load up into the event, you're still able to enjoy everything going on, and you're still able to actually participate with everyone else. And I highly think that this is because of how a lot of theories and stuff regarding leaks or whatnot kind of, seem to relate to the event maybe having a whole entire possibility of being very interactive, like LTMs we've seen in the past, like Impossible Escape and stuff like that. But of course, for today's comment question of the day, I want to know in the comments down below, why do you guys think that they're allowing people to join up to 40 minutes into the live event? And why do you think that, this live event is apparently going to be so long that you're going to even be able to participate in something 40 minutes later? Do you think that the 30-minute prior countdown is going to start at 4 a.m. instead of 3:30? Or do you think that, it's an actual, one of the longest live events in the entire game? Because to be honest, compared to file sizes and stuff, it does appear to be one of the biggest events file-wise that we've ever seen Epic Games do. So it is something to kind of speculate about and get hyped for. But on top of that, a little bit of extra information for you guys is that the Fracture live event is only going to support a party of up to 4 players, and that of course includes yourself. So you can't have 5 people. You have to be a total of 4 people or less in order to actually participate and everything like that. So if you have a whole entire group of friends or whatever, a whole set of 16 people, they all have to be in their own individual lobbies of 4 people. And you could of course do something like a Discord call or something else in order to still talk with each other, but it is a 4-party only live event. And now let's say you're not queuing into the live event with a squad. Well, there is going to be the option to actually high-five other players in the live event in order to make them join your squad. So if you don't have a squad to play with or whatever, you are still able to squad up with the other people in your lobby whenever you get into that live event. So just keep that in mind. You are going to have that ability for you. So if you're a solo person, you don't have any friends who want to play, you still should be able to get a whole entire squad prepared and ready to play with you. And it also does not appear like there's any copyrighted music or anything according to their blog post that will be at this live event. So if you're a content creator or someone who just wants to record their footage, you shouldn't have any issues with it at all. You should be able to record the footage and just go on with your day, upload it to YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, wherever else, without having to worry about a single thing. So just keep that in mind. There isn't really going to be any, major copyrighted things going on with the game. And even if there is, we have the options and stuff now to actually disable copyrighted music. So, it's not going to be that big of a thing. So if you're really worried about copyright, you can go ahead and disable the option in the settings. But where it gets interesting is they're giving us an entire 2-person emote for free just by logging in before the event begins. So to commemorate the beginning of the end, everyone who logs into Fortnite from December 2nd at 9 a.m. Eastern time, which is in, like 7-ish days or whatever, it's a little ways away. Whoever logs in from December 2nd at 9 a.m. to December 4th at 2:45 a.m. Eastern time will receive the Toasty Roast emote entirely for free. And now something very interesting to mention about this is that they mention you can log in at December 4th at 2:45 a.m. Eastern time. This makes me think that after the live event takes place, we'll still be able to play something in Fortnite, because the live event's on December 3rd, so why is it that people would even be logging in on the 4th, unless, we're on one of those to be continued screens and they're just kind of like, hey, you can still get the reward, even if you managed to have Wi-Fi issues or just couldn't make it to the live event. It's a little area to speculate on, but I personally think that maybe we could have like an interactive time waster minigame after the live event or something, because we haven't really seen one of those happen since the original Black Hole live event, where if you remember correctly, you could play like a little shooter Durburger game. So maybe we'll see something like that returning once again, just something to make the little, extra waiting period before the new chapter a lot more interactive and enjoyable for the players who still want to play Fortnite even when they can't technically play Fortnite. Now, as a little bit of an added teaser here, something that's been going on that has a lot of people hyped up and theorizing regarding what's happening during the live event, I want to mention that the Paradigm skin that we got this season is a part of Reality 659, and the current Battle Royale island we're on, as far as I can recall, which I might be wrong about this bit of information, so feel free to correct me in the comments down below, is Reality 0, and the actual live event or whatever, right? Whatever happens during this live event seems to relate to something called Reality 159, according to what Donald Mustard's location has been updated to on Twitter, which means that it seems like Epic Games is really going for like this multiverse type system with Fortnite's lore or whatever, where there's tons of different realities or whatnot going on, so it is a nice area to speculate on. It's like, is the next chapter going to be a part of this new reality? Are we going, instead of going to like a new map, are we going to a new reality that has a lot of stuff from the previous realities mixed together in it? Is that what the fracture thing's about or something like that? Are the realities going to start fracturing into other people, or I guess other, realities and stuff like that? What's really going on here? But it is something to kind of theorize about, and it is something that's kind of been vaguely teased by Donald, so it is something that, is probably going to have a bigger, significant, bit of lore or whatever when we go into the live event, because as we've seen in the past, Donald Mustard actually has done big teasers through their location, such as, the Ice Moon. That was originally leaked through Donald Mustard's location on Twitter, so it is something that we most likely will learn a little bit more about during the live event, and it's something that, I'm actually intrigued about, because if Epic Games can make their lore and make it so there's tons of these different branching paths for their lore so it can basically go on forever, and if they wanted to, they can just be like, oh, this is this character from this reality or whatever, it could be a very good thing for Fortnite's future, especially going into the past, going further on, past everything else going on with the island and stuff. If they really want to just wipe the whole entire history, they could be like, all right, you guys have been put into this reality or whatever, welcome to the new lore, welcome to the new storyline going on there. Who knows, maybe we go to a reality one day where Sloan and the IO are, like fighting with us, and the Seven are the bad guys or something like that. There's just a lot of areas Epic Games can go to with this whole entire lore system, and I'm excited for it. But with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with even more content, and maybe if I stop being lazy, I'll go ahead and tell you guys in a video about all the event spoilers and everything else based on what we currently know in the files. It's a lot of like mixed information, like, oh hey, there's this here which could be related to something, there's this here which might be related to something as well, and while it's all, a mixed bag of different, slight bits of information, there are still a lot of very interesting things that have been leakable that we have been able to talk about, and I'm excited, right? So expect that video soon, assuming that, I end up not being completely lazy and just making rant videos that I enjoy. So with that said, I'll see you champs and champettes next time, and peace out.